you. Take four.
11.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
11.
Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the slant.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
12, fellas, here we go.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, echo.
Defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Mike 54. It's going to be a long day.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's now 4th and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Wilson on the keeper, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson taking it in, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Seven, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That is incomplete. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4 and 3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. While we have a moment here after that incompletion, with it being Halloween week, Let's do something Halloween themed. Give me your 3 scariest defenses in the NFL.
Ooh, I love your theme. I like that.
Corny as ever.
Yeah, corny but good. All right, let's start with the Minnesota Vikings because their ability to mix and match, how cohesive they are as a veteran unit, and big-time playmakers at every level. And Harrison Smith, the fixer, the guy go up and down, backwards and forwards, and make plays for you. Number 2 for me, San Francisco. They could easily be number 1. The problem is New England is just outstriping everyone. But think about what San Francisco is doing. Youngsters up front, guys in the back end. Richard Sherman having a career year, a rebirth type of a year. But New England giving up 6.7 points per game, or is it 7.6 points per game?
7.6.
7.6. I'm trying to make it even better than what it already is. But those Patriots, you can't really name too many stars. Probably Stephon Gilmore, their corner. But after that, they just play so well, it doesn't matter. They're the Patriots, and they shut you down.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. By the way, the final Sunday in October every year is called National Tight End Day. And for George Kittle, he had a pretty good National Tight End Day in Week 8. 6 catches, 86 yards. Also got to meet his boyhood hero who was at the game, and that's Brett Favre. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
21.
They're running it. Check. Crunch. Watch twist.
Hey, hot.
Mike 50. Rip left.
Hey, hot.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And running with power here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Here we go. 180.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Switch up.
Flag.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 56.
On first down, Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm going to run you over.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Seahawks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Wilson, and Dixon has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
at the Niners' 36-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and goal, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. They run for it with Carson, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! 13, 13. Hey, gun.
Now a give running left is Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3.
11. Hey, tighten down.
5. 50's to Mike. 50's to Mike. Oh, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got third and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Wait.
Mike 50. Let's go. Mike 50.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here we go.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
50. Silver.
They run again with Breida. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Here we go.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
50. Mike's 50. Watch the out. Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, Delta.
50. Exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.